Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Thea here and welcome to Artmazing. So today I'm really excited to tell you guys good news that Hotu actually reached out to me and sent me their 120 count alcohol marker set. So previously, if you've been following my channel for a while now, you know that I unboxed and tested out their 50 count alcohol marker set about 2 months ago, and I absolutely fell in love with that set because of the color range, how well the brush tips work, and so much more. And if you want to know more about that set, then feel free to check that video on my channel right here. So moving on to this video, they sent me their 120 count alcohol markers, which is their current biggest set that they have available, and I was genuinely so excited to unbox these and test them out because I saw that there were so much more colors than the 50 set, and I was just so excited to have a bigger variety of colors to create my artwork. So here I'm just unboxing the package. I lit a candle in the background just to give the Christmassy vibes. And you guys are probably watching this video on Christmas Eve. So Merry Early Christmas or Merry Christmas Eve. And I hope you have a really good Christmas with your family or your friends or however you decide to celebrate it. Anyways, moving back to the markers, I'm opening up the package and the first thing I saw was a bleed proof sheet, which was also included in the previous set, which is used to put in between your sketchbook or your pieces of paper to prevent it from bleeding through onto your table or the next page. Next, we have a blank swatch card, which is you can fill out. And finally, here are the markers. And right off the bat, I was so happy that the markers were already organized into color order, like the yellows, the blues, the reds, etc. And I was just so excited because no alcohol marker set has done that before. More on that later, but there were also a bunch of other little papers included in the set, such as coloring pages, a coloring guide, an informational booklet, and a pamphlet saying more about these markers. So you can actually take the organizer out of the box, or you could keep it in the packaging like this. I personally kept it in the packaging just to make it easier to store. So it's the next day, and now we're moving on to the swatching process, which is used to lay out all the different colors and see what the true colors look like on paper. Right off the bat, I fell in love with the similar formula that I felt before, and it's just so nice to feel that nice Japanese nylon brush tip, and I was genuinely so impressed by the pigmentation and the color variety right off the bat. And since I said there are 120 colors in the set, I didn't get to record the whole swatching process, and I decided to record just half of it, and I did the other half off camera just so I could kind of just sit off camera and take my time and do it like I wanted to. Enjoy the rest of the swatching process. Here are some clips, just a few clips I took from the rest of the swatching process, just a few grays that I decided to record. And I actually did record the whole other half of the swatching process, but for some reason it got deleted in my camera roll, so I was unfortunately not able to include that in this video. But I was still able to salvage these clips, so I hope that works for you guys. So you're probably wondering why it said a few weeks later, and you're probably thinking it should have said like the next day and it was just like a typo or something. But truly, I was feeling a little bit of art block, and I haven't been drawing in like a month or so I really didn't know what to draw or what to make for the sketch. But a few weeks later, I just took my time and got out of art block, and I decided to make this Christmas-themed sketch of a girl drinking hot cocoa, and I genuinely loved how the sketch turned out, and I did a little bit of blending. Even though I knew I was going to lighten it anyways, I just wanted to practice my shading a little bit. And here I'm using my Woomercolor pencils to outline it. And I did outline it with the Ohuhu fine liners after the coloring process. I just wanted to add the color pencils first because I feel like it just makes it a little bit easier to see the sketch and just gives it a little bit of pop of color. Also, I have a video reviewing these on my channel if you are wondering how these Boomer color pencils work, so feel free to check that out as well. So back to the markers, I was definitely impressed with the color selection, and it's the first marker set you can see in the background, and I have it stored on my desk right now, and it's genuinely so convenient to keep on my desk, and I absolutely love the packaging, and I like really love how the markers are organized, because I literally have never seen or owned an alcohol marker set that already comes sorted into 4 different wonderful categories. So I'm really grateful for that, and it saved me a lot of time. Now I'm just finishing up the color pencil process, and here's how the finished color pencil outline turned out. Now it's the evening, and I've decided to start coloring, so I'm taking out the swatch card that we filled out previously, and here's how it turned out, all filled out. And like I said before, the color range is absolutely wonderful, and I'm keeping the bleed proof sheet underneath my sketchbook page because the Arctic sketchbook I'm using isn't completely 100% bleed proof, so I decided to keep that under just so it wouldn't bleed through onto the next page. So I'm starting with the coloring, and like I said before, the coverage is absolutely impeccable, and I'm so impressed by how well the marker is laid down onto the paper. And it may look a little bit weird or creepy right now just because the blush is a little bit overwhelming, but I promise you that the ending result is absolutely wonderful, and it was all thanks to these markers. As you can see here, I'm laying down my darker color after a base of the lighter color, and the markers just blended so beautifully. And I did layer the light color a lot of times on top, which is why it looks very dark right now, but it lightens up later in the video, and by now the drawing is back to the original color, and it's just because that I layered so many times that it darkened up. So I used a Pinterest reference for this drawing, which I'll pop up on the screen right now. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the markers. So like I said before, they blend really well, and since I've used these markers before already in my previous video, I already know how good they are, but I'm just so glad that I have a larger set that I can keep on my desk. And it's also so pretty, and it's just, I love looking at it just because of how nicely organized it is and how I didn't have to do any organizing, because that just saved me a lot of time. And overall, just the packaging of this marker set blew me away, and I was so impressed by how much extra stuff was included as well as how well it was organized. Moving on to the markers, like I said before, I already knew that they were going to be great, but these actually blew me away, and I was so surprised at the color range. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my previous 50 count alcohol marker set review video, but that one included barely any skin tones, maybe 2 to 3, but this set actually included multiple browns and not many light skin tones, but multiple browns, which the other set didn't even include one brown. So I'm really glad that this set included browns, which is why I decided to do a dark skin girl. So talking about the drawing a little bit, I decided to do, like I said, a dark skin girl because I did a light skin girl in my previous alcohol marker set review video. So I want to switch things up, and I made her holding a cup of hot cocoa, and she has a white sweater with some Christmas embellishments and a red kind of tennis skirt, along with the Santa hat or like a winter hat, and she has dark brown hair. Overall, I absolutely love how this drawing turned out. The sketch and the outlining and the colored pencil and obviously the coloring was what brought it together. And I'm just so impressed by these markers, and I definitely think you guys should go get them if you're looking to give your loved ones or some Christmas gifts, and if they're someone who loves art or even are just a beginner to art and wants to try out alcohol markers, then I would definitely recommend these markers. It may be a little bit late to give these to them for Christmas, but I think they would really love them for New Year's. So yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the coloring process. Now I'm wrapping up the drawing with outlining and the white gel pen details, and here's how the final drawing turned out. Like I said before, I absolutely love how this drawing turned out, and even though there's no big, exquisite background, I think the ornaments pulled it all together. I'm so grateful to Hotu for sending me their 120 count alcohol marker set, so thank you to Hotu, and specifically Helen. She was the person who contacted me throughout this whole collaboration process, so thank you so much to her, and thank you to you guys for watching this video. I'm really sorry for not having uploaded for a while, but I hope this video made up for all the videos that I missed uploading. Bye! Happy holidays! Hey guys, welcome to the epilogue of this video. So most of you probably clicked off of the video thinking it was over, but this is actually the epilogue of the video where I give you guys a quick sneak peek of my next video, and I just talked to you guys for a little bit before I actually sign off of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much to Hotu for sending me your markers. And the next video will most likely be my Punta Cana vlog, where I made a vlog of the 7-day trip that I took to the Dominican Republic, so stay tuned for that video. And if you were able to stay till this epilogue, make sure to comment this emoji down below. Happy holidays!